This issue of national unity, which we are celebrating every 20th of May, has been, in fact, destroyed. It does not stand the test of time again. The unity between the Anglophones and the Francophones has fallen apart. The center is no more holding. So therefore, it has been compromised. And we don't see the necessity. The values that brought this unity have been destroyed. The values that brought these people together has been destroyed by the ruling class. Look at the Northwest and Southwest region. The number of deaths, the numbers of runaways, those who have been buried, people are crying, loss of business, loss of their properties. You start talking of 20th May. Where is that unity when killings going on in these two regions? I think at minimum 20 per day in the Northwest, in the Southwest, 25 in the Northwest region. Per day, they are killing, burning, destroying. And you come to tell the same people that there is unity. Which unity? The Prime Minister was in the Northwest. He went there to talk to Northwesterners. But we didn't see the Northwesterners there in the Northwest. We saw a transfer of Cameroonians from close neighboring regions to the Northwest. And the few Northwesterners who, through curiosity, came there. And coupled with the exodus of civil servants, made the population that we saw there following the Prime Minister. He's a Prime Minister. Let me tell you, the Prime Minister is carrying his crusade for peace. That dialogue, the head of state have said this, the head of state have said that. We are saying the proposals that have been made by all political parties, especially my political party, the Cameroon Renaissance Movement, sister political opposition parties, the churches, NGOs, civil society organizations, and even foreign governments who are partners to Cameroon, and even international organizations like the UN, European Union, AU, have proposed to this government that the way out to this crisis is an all-inclusive dialogue. The Prime Minister, after knowing that two other Prime Ministers have done that crusade to Bamenda and to the South where it has not yielded fruit, would have changed tactics. The style is the same. The method is the same. It will end up not yielding the fruits because it will fail like the others. One.
Why is it bound to fail?
It was bound to fail because the Prime Minister on leaving Yaoundé to Bamenda knows that the children of the people in Bamenda is going to meet are locked up in Yaoundé. To dialogue is to release them. You now move with them to Bamenda and say, my people, your children that were caught and locked up because of this misunderstanding, because these are them. We want now to do an inclusive dialogue. They are now at your disposal. It will now start giving a pace for dialogue. Even if he left from here, he was in the Northwest. They are being locked up in the Northwest prisons. They are there. He would have stood there on the grounds of the Northwest and said, my people, I have come. I am a messenger from the head of state. He has sent me to come and tell you, peace, peace, let us dialogue. He releases those locked up in Bamenda. That would have been the beginning on a face of dialogue. People will come out. In fact, his reception would have been wonderful more than we saw. The Bamenda people are a peaceful people. The Anglophone people are a peaceful people. But they want to see concrete moves. Everybody knows you cannot lock up their children in Yaoundé, lock them up in Bamenda, lock them up in Bafoussam, lock them up in Kribi, Douala and Yaoundé. You leave their children in dungeons. Suffering,
but the Yaoundé administration
abusing their rights. You are going to Bamenda to tell the ailing and crying and bleeding mothers that I have come for dialogue. Dialogue. Anglophones have leaders. Northwest have leaders whom you can approach and dialogue with them. You have locked them up in prison. That is what we are saying.
But government says that they committed some crimes and so justice must follow its course.
Look, it is enshrined in legal instruments in Cameroon and Africa and the world that what these people were claiming were the rights inscribed in those laws. For you to ask for road to be tarred from Babaju to Bamenda, the Prime Minister passed there. How did he feel? How many ministers have gone to that road and said, we'll tie in this season, we'll tie in this season? How many times the head of state have talked about that road, the ring road? Is there a ring road in Bamenda? Many other promises. When the people turn now to ask their rights, you tend to arrest them. You begin to charge them with trump-up charges. These are trump-up charges. We call it in English trump-up charges. Charges that cannot stand the test of time. When the people started demonstrating, they were moving with peace plans, marching bare hands. When people were shot and killed, it was with the gun. That population never had the gun. It started even with the lawyers. I am a lawyer of English expression. We started off with a treaty that was being violated by the government of Cameroon, the Ohada Treaty. The lawyers came out, you cannot abuse doctors, teachers, civil society, everybody. You come and abuse lawyers by bringing and imposing French on Anglophones. They said no. Translate that document for us to use so that we use it in our law court. You cannot come and abuse our law court, emancipating that court with a foreign language. We said no. When the lawyers wanted to talk, they dragged them on their ropes, beat them up. People with first school living, beating degree holders and doctorate holders. That is a society that is upside down. And that is where that problem started. How will you take the courage to be beating a lawyer? Why do you think a lawyer is insane to ask his rights? If were the rights, this government would have sat and said no. It has getting to crescendo. When lawyers come out, know that there's something intellectual and intellectual exercise for us to do to handle the situation. You start beating a lawyer. That has degenerated. Today, you are telling me those people who have been caught and locked up marching because they don't have good pipe bomb water in Bamenda. They don't have electricity because it's behaving in a way that is destroying properties of people. You don't have good roads. You don't have industries. They are crying. The economy is being run from these areas, collecting their natural resources to the areas where you only think these are the only areas to solve the problems that they have. No. When people cry of their rights, it is a legitimate claim. It is not a secessionist claim. They are claiming that they don't have these amenities. The government would have given them or provided them with those amenities. The government would have calmed them and said, we have heard. Take measures. I've given you only one simple road from Babaju to Bamenda. What has the Bamenda man done to this government? What has the Bamenda man done to these people? What have Anglophones done to these people? That they should be punished, relegated, marginalized, tortured, and even sentenced to death because they are crying that you have not done something that is my right to have.
All right, before now, the government was rigid on a certain stand. For example, we had government authorities saying the form of the state is non-negotiable. In other words, things like federalism could not be on the discussion table. But now, Chief Dr. Joseph Jangote goes to the northwest, to the southwest, and says government is now ready to discuss everything except secession.
Thank you. You see, it takes a long time for some people to reason. If they have decided now to reason effectively that things that were taboo yesterday, when we started telling them that it is not a taboo subject, they said it's a taboo subject. The Prime Minister, Chief Jangote, was a member of the delegations, one of the delegations that this government set in place. At the time the Anglophones were crying of the problem, they went to England. They went to Commonwealth. They went to Germany. They went to America. Spreaded themselves all over. That is a group of people who are trying to disturb. They don't have a problem. We are taking it under control. It is the Prime Minister. He was one of those who went and preached that there is no problem in the Anglophone zone abroad. Today, he has come. He's not telling us why has he come to the logical conclusion now that federation that was a taboo yesterday, today is to be negotiable. Today, the people have shifted from that one, since you have refused, or to self-defense. Self-defense has pushed them now to independence. They want to separate. You say it's a taboo. It is a mistake. Except if you are going in for dialogue, you don't start choosing from the other side what they should bring to the dialogue table. It's a mistake. Allow them come with all what they have as problems. to come and put on the table. Give them that opportunity to debate with the other side, with arbitrators, to see and know the advantages and disadvantages of what they are doing. Caution, try to see what we can take which is good, throw away the one that is bad. You start choosing from my own basket what I should put on the table for discussion. It's not correct.
I heard the PM.
The secessionists have not chosen from the government basket to bring what they have to bring. First of all, they don't have anything to bring. They are only all the time choosing from the opposition basket, from the secessionist basket. What is their own contribution?
I heard the PM say
they have condemned all the options. Government has condemned all the options. So they should not be behaving like pigs. You know, that's the only animal that can vomit, turn around and eat. So this is what they are doing. What they vomited is what they want to eat now.
I heard the PM say no phone will accept to divide his kingdom. No king will accept to divide his kingdom. No president will accept to divide his country. So
yes.
secession
yes.
shouldn't be on the table.
Yes. Yesterday,
according to him,
I still say yes, he has come to reason now. Yesterday, he was dividing his kingdom, dividing the chief's kingdom. The division had been planted yesterday by them. They have turned around now to come and say, no, that division, we should bring it now to unity. It is their opulent task to get the people on the other side to be able to dialogue with them. If they fail in that dialogue, good and fine. Whatever comes out of the failed dialogue, we'll all see it. It's like a film that is playing. We'll only see how it ends up. He is in his role as a prime minister, a peace crusader, a dialogue crusader, to call on. But I'm saying, those people he's touching, he's only trying to go and wipe tears. But the tears flow like rain, like water. What he should do, the leaders for those people are in prison. The leaders for those people he's meeting are abroad. The leaders and children, brothers and sisters of those people are locked up by them. You cannot tie somebody's hands with a big rope. Tie it very well. Then you say, Monsieur, clap. That man will clap. It's impossible. You tie somebody's hands and say clap, he will not be able to clap. That is what they are doing. Losing the rope. The rope is release those people in prison. Now, what has these people done? You are only catching and locking up the people who are crying for their rights. What of the atrocities of the military? They say it's a regalian tax. But it is an abuse and violation of people's human rights.
And talking about the military, the Prime Minister indicated that if the pro-independence fighters drop their guns, the President of the Republic will instruct the military to leave the two Anglophone regions. You and your political party, other political parties are clamoring for demilitarization.
In this fight, there is somebody who is in control, who is the Prime Minister and his government. One, he owns the army. The presence of the army in the North and Southwest is uncalled for. He should withdraw it. The separatists have not come that we should dialogue.
But the government says
the separatists are not on a crusade.
And to protect the territorial integrity of the country. So
that one is true. It is in the constitution. It's what is agreed within every nation. But let the army go to where they were at the time this war was not. We had army in this country. They were living in Bamenda. But the way these armies are moving in all nooks and crannies of Bamenda, harassing, raping, stealing, breaking shops, breaking open places, scaring away people. That is not the work of an army. This army is not. That is not security. That is thievery.
These accusations
they should take them away
have been coming
and
up
allow the citizens to live free, knowing that they have an army. The army should go to its barracks.
These accusations have been coming from political leaders like you, civil society leaders, and even international and national non-governmental organizations. But the government has maintained, the Minister of Territorial Administration, the Minister of Communication, and even the Minister of Defense have maintained that the army is professional. The army has been doing its job within the ambit of professional norms and ethics.
Let me tell you, and let it be known and known clear. The job of a military is to fight foreign army. a foreign invasion. The job that the army is doing now is not his job. Security within the country is carried out by the police force, not by B, not by army, not by those elite forces that I am seeing. How can a government say the army is doing a job? You take elite materials, modern technology, you are going towards a population that has not got arms. If you cannot identify your enemy, stratify, change strategy to be able to enter that population, get out the enemy. Don't kill innocent people. That's what we are saying. Right. Don't burn down the houses of innocent people. That's what we are saying. Allow the innocent people to go freely with their business. That's what they are saying. Allow the innocent people cry out for their rights. If we don't complain, government will not know that he is doing something good or bad. So that complaint should instead motivate government to do something. But yet we have understood 3 years thereafter that the complaints we are making is instead radicalizing government. I have never seen that. Will the government go and satisfy the conditions of a people in Nigeria or in Canada? Yes, I think that is what they do, because all the monies they carry from here, they go and keep it there to satisfy people outside, not Cameroonians. All the monies we work here, they still pack in their houses in billions. There are movable thieves around. They are not arresting them. We say they should arrest them. They carry you and put in prison.